What's going on, toy car demo fans out there? We are about set for another game day here on CDL Live. It's our April 20th game day. Like a lot of game days, it is a divisional game day, but that just means there's a bunch of divisional rivalries about to take place. New Mexico, New Orleans in the main event, and a bunch of other great matchups. Let's just get you to the theme song and out to the field for the first game of the day. Let's go.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 dream on every team to go get them some crash bowling. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest. Yeah.
Alright, toy car demo fans, the time has finally arrived. It's the April 20th game day. So, if you're sober out there, congratulations, I commend you. If you are stoned out of your mind here on this 420, hey buddy, take a drag from me. So anyways, here we go. Green Bay Dragons on the road to take on the Cleveland Wolves to start this game day off. Let's go on ahead and get a little look at the lineups.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 dream on every team to go get them some crash bowling. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest. Yeah.
Alright, here we go. We got the 1 out there for the Wolves, or my bad, for the number. We got the 1 out there for the Dragons, and we got Aqua Ferrari, who's out there for the Wolves. Tyler Fox's team. And Tyler's going to be down 5-0 here. The 1 gets a good flip on Aqua Ferrari. Now, here comes Sir Plate Custom. He'll go right down. 10-0 Green Bay in the lead. And Green Bay was at the top of the Northern Division, but they slipped down now. They're towards the bottom. And what a huge momentum builder it could be if they could get a win right here. But of course, Stock 34, he brings the defense to Cleveland's lineup, and he'll keep the Wolves in this game. Here comes Shell now, out there to do battle with Stock 34. It's offense versus defense here. Didn't see no interference. Both cars still up. They'll stay on their own sides, but at it again. And they're both going to be down 15-10 the score. Offense and defense collide, and it's a tie. So nonetheless, 15-10 Green Bay in the lead. And Cleveland, they've been starting to slip too now. They fell behind Dayton to, I believe they're 4th in that division now, in the Northern Division. Of course, it's a Northern Division affair right here. As we got Toy Soldier and Mick D. Green going at it. Toy Soldier's been good defensively. And he's trying to get the win here. Of course, Mick D. Green trying to force overtime. And they're both going to go down, which means they have to get back up. It's the only time when it happens in this league, during the regular season. It'll happen again. So, these 2 cars going at it. Good battle on hand. Good game to start our game day. They both had to get up yet again. Both looking for that solid even flip. And again, they both go down. We have to go at it again. A lot of tight collisions here between Toy Soldier and Mick D. Green, who are really just battling it out right now. Good matchup between these two, and Mick D. Green forces overtime. So, putting the defense at the captain spot for both sides. I mean, it got them to OT, I guess. So it kind of failed on both ends because Stock 34 couldn't last long against Shell, and Toy Soldier couldn't get the job done in the end, couldn't get that finish going. And now we are stuck with Yellow FXX for the Dragons and Mick D. Green out there for Cleveland. So here we go. Interference call. They would have both been down. So Would have been a tie, but interference stops that, and we'll go at it again. 15-15 the score. Ooh, good defense shown there by Yellow FXX to stay up on that collision. And this time Yellow FXX is up, and Vic D. Green is down. That means it is game over. The Green Bay Dragons have the win in overtime. 20-15 the final. Coming up next, Shane Geiser and his Miami Mafia will be on the road to take on the Carolina Wildcats. Southeast Division battle, and let me tell you, both teams struggling in that division, struggling in this whole season so far. So, huge game, both of them looking to get some momentum to move forward. That's coming up next. Stay tuned. Alright, as some famous rapper once said, on to the next one. Here we go. On CDL Live, the Miami Mafia on the road to take on the Carolina Wildcats. With no further ado, let's get you a look at those lineups.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 dream on every team to go get them some crash for win. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest. Yeah.
Alright, here we go. Mach 6 out there to take on Mellow 51 as we start this game off. Ooh, Mach 6 getting plow drive, but still going. And he gets the flip on Mellow 51. Defense that he has, man. He's a high flyer, but he comes down on all fours, seems like. He just gets it done. But this time he won't stay up against number 23. 23 also going down, so the score 10-5. Mafia in the lead over the Wildcats. And now Neon out there for Miami to take on Rocket Oil. The Carolina Wildcats. This should be a good matchup. 2 cars really evenly matched. You know, Neon is a rookie and Rocket Oil has tons of experience and he shows it there. 10-10 the score. So now, classic type of battle that we have been getting to see every year for the past few years. It's going to be Monkey out there for Miami going head-to-head with Rocket Oil of the Wildcats. Here we go. They're both down. This game goes into overtime. Second game of this game day. It's the second game that goes into OT. Uncle Sam out there for the Miami Mafia. Mustang 1 out there for the Carolina Wildcats. And here we go. Mustang 1 is down. This game is over. 20-15 right away in OT. The Mafia have secured the win over the Carolina Wildcats. Coming up next, the San Francisco Shinobis on the road to take on the Portland Panthers. You got one team battling out for first place in the Western Conference, and the other team, which would be, San Fran, they're battling out for first place in the West and the league, actually. Portland, they're battling just to recover this season that has gone astray from them. So let's see what happens. It's coming up next on CDL Live. Alright, here we go. Next game about to be underway here. Lila Geyser's San Francisco Shinobis. They are on the visitor side of the field to take on Melanie Matthews' Portland Panthers. Huge battle from the Pacific Division, and of course San Francisco heavily favored, but both these teams bring some pretty good cars to the field, even Portland here. So let's see what they are going to bring to this game in the lineups.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 dream on every team to go get them some crash for win. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest. Yeah.
Alright, here we go. Mach 5-2 out there for the Shinobis. And he'll be taking on Purple Fire. And Purple Fire goes straight down. 5-0 San Francisco. And Portland's bet that that front end could get under Mach 5-2 didn't pay off for them. Purple Fire goes down, and here comes Monty. And both Monty and Mach 5-2 are down. And let me tell you something. San Francisco comes in here with a game plan, and it has been executed to the T so far. You got Mach 2 comes out there. Yeah, he gets flipped there, but he takes down 2 cars in the process. That's just strategy right there. And now, coming out for them is Spectite Jr., and he is going up against Solar Reflex. The whole strategy Portland had is not working. San Francisco's to the T so far. So here we go. Solar Reflex. He's got the defense for Portland. And that's why he's at the captain spot. He's taking on Spectite Jr. now. Flip needed on the Portland side. Spectite Jr. for the win. No. They're still going at it. No interference called. They'll switch sides. And this is where Solar Reflex has been known to excel. He's good on both sides. And he's good on the road side there. He has a good flip. 10-10 the score. Spectite Jr. goes down, but here comes the ultimate defense from San Francisco. Now, San Francisco's plan is in kind of some danger, and this is where Portland's plan is actually worked out. The captain is giving this team a chance to win. Solar Reflex out there now against Black Bullet 1. And whew, huge collision. Both cars land up though. They'll keep going at it. Maybe Solar Reflex might want to get on that home side of the field, but he's doing good so far. Black Bullet 1 sent flying a couple of times. He sent flying again, and Black Bullet 1 is down. And the Solar Reflex strategy is now in full effect. And now San Francisco is going, uh-oh. Here come the Portland Panthers, and now Black 3 out there for the Shinobis trying to force overtime against Solar Reflex. Ooh, and you know he's a heavyweight. He's a heavy hitter here. And if he can get that good flip, not going to happen. Solar Reflex getting it done today. Goes 3-0, and the Portland Panthers shine on ya, crazy diamonds. Panthers have the win over the Shinobis, 15-10 the final. Coming up next, Milwaukee Mob on the road to take on the Bradford Brawlers in a Northern Division showdown. Big game for both teams. Milwaukee trying to make their way up in the standings and put behind all the bad parts that came in the beginning of the season. Brawlers, what has changed with Bradford? I mean, in the Northern Division, the past couple of years, it's Pittsburgh and Bradford, and they duke it out for Northern Division supremacy. Well, that's basically the storyline of it this year as well. So Milwaukee and Bradford next on CDL Live. Stay tuned. Alright folks, welcome back to CDL Live. Our next game on tap for you, Northern Division Showdown. Every game's a divisional showdown, and this game day, by the way. So, nonetheless, let's get it started here. The Milwaukee Mob on the road to take on the Bradford Brawlers. Shane Geiser's Bradford Brawlers, I should say. And that game is coming up. But first, let's get a look at what these teams bring to the table and the lineups.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 team on every team to go get them some crash bowling. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest. Yeah.
Alright, here we go. 80 vet out there for Milwaukee, taking on Whiteout of the Bradford Brawlers. Game on, good collisions, heavy hits here to start this matchup. And 80 vet has the flip, 5-0 Mob in the lead. Whiteout goes down, and now here comes Green Indy. He's an aerodynamic car, and ooh, he stays up there. He shows some defense. Good defense shown by an offensive car. And the offense does win out there. 5-5 the score. Green Indy ties it up. And now he goes head-on with Toyota here. And Toyota is down. So the score now, 10-5, Bradford in the lead. And let me tell you, Green Indy, he's a future Hall of Famer. He's got enough flips to, I don't know, he's got enough flips for a pancake house in Germany somewhere. Some Pfannkuchen being made. And here is Monty Jr., though, the rookie. He's a heavy hitter here. Let's see what he can do. Ooh, interference. They would have both been down. He's going to go out there against Green Indy, and Green Indy is down. Monty Jr. tying this game up at 10. And now the heavy hitter takes on the defense of the Brawlers. It's Spinebuster up against Monty Jr. should be a good showing from both these cars, because they'll go at it here. Good matchup being had so far. And you saw Spinebuster staying up there, and he stays up yet again. And he's been getting pushed back, but he's been staying stable. He's not, flying up through the air too much. Spinebuster hanging on and keeping all four wheels on the ground. This is huge for him. No interference call there, almost. This is huge for him, interference call. It's a huge thing for Spinebuster to really stay low to the ground in this one. He's going up against a heavy hitter, and if he can keep taking the punishment, but staying stable, he's not going to be able to do it that time. I was just going to say, if he can stay stable, if you're keeping your wheels kind of just sliding against a heavy hitter, you're in a good spot. But the second you get unstable, those wheels get a little rocky, bam. You saw what you just saw. The score now, 15-10, Milwaukee in the lead, looking for the huge upset. Here, Monty Jr. out there against Buzzsaw. Look at that, Buzzsaw had Monty Jr. there kind of wobbling. It's kind of on the wobbly side, but look at now. Buzzsaw. Ooh, almost had Monty Jr., but he goes down himself. Both cars been relatively kind of wobbly here. But staying just stable enough to keep this game going. And look at Buzzsaw sending this game in overtime. And now, Milwaukee and Bradford going into OT. Pocket Blaster coming out there for the Milwaukee Mob to take on Buzzsaw. Buzzsaw and Pocket Blaster. And look at Buzzsaw staying up there, showing some defense. Saying, put me on the front three. Buzzsaw getting it done, and the Bradford Brawlers have the win, 20-15 in overtime over division rivals, the Milwaukee Mob. Huge win there for Bradford, and keeping composure. Look at Buzzsaw going 2-0. Saying, put me on the front three. Give me the job. Put me in the game, coach. Nashville Nighthawks on the road against the Minnesota Maniacs. Central Division Showdown next on CDL Live. Stay tuned. Alright folks, welcome back to CDL Live. Our next game on tap for you. Central Division matchup, the Nashville Nighthawks on the road to take on the Minnesota Maniacs. Let's go on ahead and see what both of these teams bring to the field for this game. Lineups.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 dream on every team to go get them some crash bowling. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest. Yeah.
Alright, Orange Chevelle out there to do battle with Side Rat. Garen Malazzo's Maniacs. Trying to rebound this season. They've been back and forth, but every Central Division team really has. And whoa, some good defense being shown by Orange Chevelle. Could he be on today? Up, they both go down. 5-5 the score. Green 7 out there now against No Fear. So No Fear out there Nashville side. And Green 7, of course, Minnesota side. And 2 aerodynamic offensive cars going at it, and Green 7's down. 10-5 Nashville in the lead. And now here comes Black Spinebuster for the Minnesota Maniacs. And he's staying up, putting his defensive skills to work. Flying off the ground, he's got a right away. Right away given, he's got the flip. So the score is now 10-10 off of a right away. Let me tell you, that's where you don't want to land. You don't want to land on a hood of a car just like that. Right-of-ways are given, man. So here we go. Extinguish out there for Nashville now to take on Black Spinebuster. Black Spinebuster is even this game up at 10 apiece. And Garen Malazzo still alive here. As Black Spinebuster gets the flip now on Extinguish. 15-10. Minnesota now has the lead. Here comes Casper. Casper now trying to force overtime. It wouldn't be a surprise. 3 out of the first 4 games went in OT. And a right away given. We gotta go to the tail end of the car, and that is gonna be game. So the final score, 15-10 the final off of right aways. Black Spinebuster getting a job done, and he's just the fortunate one to get right away today. 15-10. Minnesota gets the win, and coming up next, it's a Southern Division battle. Houston Oilers on the road to take on the Phoenix Firebirds. It's Marissa Fox against Matt Geiser, and it's next on CDL Live. Stay tuned. All right, here we go, folks. CDL Live is back, and we're ready for our next game on tap here. Houston Oilers on the road to do battle with the Phoenix Firebirds. So Marissa Fox and Matt Geiser. Let's go ahead and take a look at the lineups for their teams.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 dream on every team to go get them some crash bowling. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest. Yeah.
Alright, here we go. Purple Custo out there to take on Mika. 2 rookies going at it here to start this game off. And the score is still 0-0. Both cars don't find, they'll switch sides here. And this time they're both down. So Purple Custo goes down, as does Mika, and we'll try to put him on the right side of the field here. Alright, Nickel and Diamond now out there for Houston to go out against Bully Goat. Bully Goat's got some defense. Nickel and Diamond's got some offense, and they're both going to be down. 10-10 the score. Close game. Blue Dragon 2 now out there up against Green Arrow. This should be a good matchup. 2 good cars going at it here. We'll switch sides. And Green Arrow is going to be down. 15-10 Houston in the lead, and here comes 40. Out there to do battle with Blue Dragon 2, and Blue Dragon 2 gets it done there. Huge game for him. 15-10 the final. The Oilers have the win over the Firebirds. When we come back, New Jersey Bandits on the road to take on the Buffalo Warriors. It's a Northeast Division showdown, so stay tuned. It's all coming up on CDL Live. All right, folks, welcome back to CDL Live. Our next game on tap for you, Gregory Fox's Buffalo Warriors, home to take on the New Jersey Bandits. Should be a fun game to watch. Let's go on ahead and give you a look at the lineups. New Jersey trying to climb up the stands in the Northeast, and of course, Buffalo trying to get themselves in a position to take command in the Northeast. But you know what? I'm holding you up, so let's get you a look at those lineups.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 dream on every team to go get them some crash bowling. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest. Yeah.
Yellow Indy out there to do battle with Blue Dragon. We'll start this game off. 2 good cars going at it. And New Jersey's been in rebuilding phase for quite some time, and really this is why they have to. Buffalo's got good team here, and wow, New Jersey's got a 5-0 lead. And really, I mean, you spend so many years being at the bottom of a division, you try to work your way out of it. That's definitely New Jersey's attitude. They really want to get this win here. But of course, Tyrell getting almost got the flip. Tyrell getting out there, and he's going to work right away. He sends Yellow Indy flying, but Yellow Indy is up to the task. He stays up. They switch sides. No interference there. Yellow Indy's still up, and he's had a couple of big games this season. And Yellow Indy having a big one here. He's getting sent flying all over the place. I don't know if we're watching a CDL game or a Delta Airlines commercial. Both these cars going at it. And this time, no interference, and Yellow Indy crashes and burns. So, score now, 10, or my, wow. Yeah, Jimbo, let's keep players on the right teams, yeah. I'll talk to myself like that during a bit, I don't mind. So, score 5-5. So now both these teams looking for the, looking to be the team that has 10 here. Kid Custom out there for New Jersey up against Tyrell from the Buffalo side. And Tyrell has the flip. He's 2-0 now. 10-5 Buffalo in the lead. And let me tell you, Tyrell is just so low to the ground. Good at getting flips. I mean, ultimate offense on a team that you could really have here. And now he takes on Pink Lamborghini. He's a promising rookie. Out there doing battle with Tyrell. Ooh. And now Tyrell getting unstable. And look at that. Tyrell is down. 10-10 the score. Pink Lamborghini ties it all up at 10. And now he goes up against What? And What? He's got the defense. What has the answer? 15-10 the score. Buffalo Warriors in the lead. And now New Jersey coming out there with Grasshopper to do battle with What? Grasshopper and What go at it. Ooh, Grasshopper staying up. And What is so good defensively. And look at that. Getting the job done there. New Jersey close but no cigar yet again. Buffalo gets the win 15-10 the final over the New Jersey Bandits. Coming up next, back to the Pacific Division. Seattle Lumberjacks looking to climb up in the standings, trying to make a comeback here. And, of course, the San Diego Lightning, they want to keep plugging away and improve their season as well. So Seattle, San Diego on CDL Live. Should be a great one. Stay tuned. Alright folks, welcome back to CDL Live. Our next game about to take place, Pacific Division battle, the Seattle Lumberjacks on the road to take on the San Diego Lightning. All that being said, let's go on ahead and give you a little look at the lineups for this Pacific Division showdown.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 dream on every team to go get them some crash bowling. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest.
Yeah. Okay, here we go, Zapper. Out there to take on Dirty Snow as we'll begin this game. And hardly any contact. Going to be avoided contact there. Zapper really didn't get a good roll. So this time they do. Both cars get a good roll and they'll keep going at it. An interference call. So still scoreless after a few collisions and an interference. We go at it. Yet again, they'll switch sides. And Dirty Snow off screen, but still up. And then Zapper putting on a show here to begin this game. 2 offensive cars. And Zapper's going to go down. Dirty Snow gets the flip. San Diego has a 5-0 lead. And here comes 42nd out there to do battle with Dirty Snow. Both these cars going at it. Interference call. So, Dirty Snow almost had the flip. And look at Miku. She's taking an interest in this one. The score is still 5-0. San Diego in the lead. Game could have been tied off interference or whatnot, but not that time. There is no interference. So the score now, 5-5. 42nd has the flip and now goes out there against 7 Series. And 7 Series is down. 10-5 Seattle in the lead, looking for the upset. 42nd out there against 24 Hours. And this should be a good battle between these two. 24 Hours. He's good defensively, pretty good offensively too, but you're seeing 42nd there. Getting some mean collisions in. These two hitting hard on each other here. And look at 42nd staying up somehow. And this time, out there. See if there's an interference there. I didn't see none. But we are going to hold a little review here. So the ruling on the field is it's a good flip. Because I don't think the cat touched 42nd here. So the ruling on the flip, the score is 15-5 and it's final. Seattle wins. Let's see if that call stands. Alright folks, back on CDL Live, we did the little review. Normally when the car hits the cat goes nuts. In this case, Miku just watched down like, yeah, you're down. Because he is down. The final score, 15-5, the Seattle Lumberjacks have the win over the San Diego Lightning, 15-5. Big score there and a big win for Seattle, big loss for San Diego. And boy, I am telling you, I can't wait to do the standings now because it just closes the gap in that Pacific Division. And going into the season, I kind of had my own prediction. It's going to be close, and it is. Coming up next, though, Central Division. That division's been close as well, and it's another big matchup. Denver Mustangs on the road to take on the St. Louis Twisters. It's next on CDL Live. Alright folks, welcome back to CDL Live. Our next game, a Central Division showdown between the Denver Mustangs and the St. Louis Twisters. The Central Division is really tight right now. Both teams definitely would love to get a win. Let's go on ahead and, Rico taking interest in this game. And not in that new cat's meow toy that we got her. But I think she's siding with Denver because she's walking on their side of the field. Nonetheless, let's get a look at the lineups for both teams.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 dream on every team to go get them some crash gold wins. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest. Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Rowdy out there to do battle with 5 Alarm. The heavyweight Rowdy there, sending 5 Alarm back. Interference was called. But 5 Alarm, he's got the defense on his side. He's going to have rolling and staying back up. Look at him rolling again. Still staying up. Yet again, still staying up. So he is on the defensive, but he gets a flip there. Rowdy goes down, 5-0. Mustangs in the lead. And here comes Silver Indy out there to battle with 5 Alarm. Ooh. Staying up is 5 Alarm, they'll switch sides. Clean collisions. 2 cars going at it here, and now 5 Alarm is down. So Silver Indy ties this game up at 5. And now here comes Red Ferrari Jr. to do battle with Silver Indy. Silver Indy, we know he's capable of getting flips, and he gets another one there. Red Ferrari Jr. goes down. And now Teardrop out there for the Denver Mustangs. He'll go down. And this game is over. A dominant win by the St. Louis Twisters. 15-5 the final. Twisters got the win over the Mustangs. Coming up next, the New York Empire will be on the road to take on Tim Geiser's Hartford Homies. It's all coming up on CDL Live. Stay tuned. Alright folks, welcome back to CDL Live. Our next game on tap should be a good one from the Northeast Division. The New York Empire on the road to take on Tim Geiser's Hartford Homies. And now the Homies trying to survive without Hammer now. We saw how tough it can be when Tim Geiser loses a car, especially on like Hartford last year. Before Tim made trades between Hartford and Philly, Hartford was sitting towards the top of the conference. They were sitting 1st and 4th place. They dropped all the way back to 6. So now the Homies here trying to maintain their strong season that they've been having so far. Can they do it? We're about to find out. Home against New York, an up-and-coming team. Let's get you a look at the lineups.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 dream on every team to go get them some crash gold wins. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest. Yeah.
Alright, here we go. Enzo 1 out there to do battle with Silver and Black Attack Jr. And Silver and Black Attack Jr. has the flip. 5-0 Hartford in the lead. And here comes Challenge. Challenge and Silver and Black Attack Jr. going at it, and Challenge has a flip. 5-5 the score. Nobody's reached 10 yet. So 5-5, and someone is going to reach 10. Who's going to do it? Challenge out there for the Empire. El Rey out there for the Hartford Homies. So these 2 cars going in, and ooh, strong collisions, heavy hits. No interferences, clean collisions, and that time, that is, I'm going to call that a clean collision, but we are going to go review that. I saw El Rey not hit anything. Did Challenge make contact with anything? We are just going to do a quick review, and I don't think they hit anything. As I see it, the call stands. Just double checking because my eyes were turned right. So, let's take a look. All right, folks, welcome back. And the ruling on the field stands. He didn't hit Enzo there on his way out. And I didn't see him hit nothing over here, so I saw it. If you look at it, he goes off screen. But nonetheless, 10-5 the score. Hartford has the lead. Elray getting it done. Now takes on Black Bullet 2. And if there's any night that he needs to be consistent, it's tonight. And Black Bullet 2 is up. Off screen, but he's up. No interference. Elray is down. We are tied at 10. New York giving Hartford a run for the money. And now 46 Junior out there to take on Black Bullet 2. And they graze each other. And I got to do aerobics class here. And we are still tied at 10. Neither car went down. We'll go at it again. Black Bullet 2 and 46. Ooh, strong collision there. And this time, 46 Junior goes down. After some heavy collisions, give credit to Black Bullet 2 for hanging in there and staying up. 15-10, New York in the lead. Splitting 2 now out there. Taking the spot of Hammer. As if you can really do that. Who can take the spot of Hammer? Look at Splitting 2 go, though. He is dealing out some good punishment to Black Bullet 2, who is hanging on, staying up. He's a rookie, but his defensive skills are just insane. The only thing he struggled with is consistency, and he's looking to be consistent here today, and he's not going to be. Black Bullet 2 goes down 15-15. Splitting 2 has sent this game in overtime. And now he'll be taking on Diesel Boy from the New York side. In OT. And Splitting 2 getting the job done. The Hartford homies hanging on for the win. 20-15 in overtime. Big game for Splitting 2 coming out there. He made his way all the way from the Sacramento Sharks over to the Rochester Tomahawks. And due to Hammer's injury, man, he is making an impact in the pros now with the homies. So, huge win for Hartford. Coming up next, Dayton Rebels on the road to take on Gregory Fox's Pittsburgh Destroyers. It's a battle out of the Northern Division on CDL Live. And, yeah, who wants a free cat? No, Miku's here having a good time. Stay tuned to CDL Live. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to CDL Live. And Miku welcomes you back as well. As she makes her way across the field, we get set for our next game. The Dayton Rebels on the road to take on Gregory Fox's Pittsburgh Destroyers. The Destroyers holding it down in the Northern Division. They've been pretty dominant there, as they have been for the past few years. And they look to continue that today. Of course, Dayton on the road side of the field. They made their way up to third place in the Eastern Conference, third place in the Northern Division. Not the conference, but the division. Third place in the division coming into this game day. They're really kind of that Cinderella story, but at least they're trying to be a Cinderella story. And they could definitely use the upset victory here today over Pittsburgh. All that being said, let's give you a look at the lineups for both teams.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 dream on every team to go get them some crash gold wins. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest. Yeah.
Alright, here we go. Dayton Rebels coming out with Toad. And it's going to be defense against defense because Green Blaze is out there for the Destroyers. No interference called, almost was. Both cars are still up anyway. They'll go at it again. No interference that time. Both cars still up. Plane collisions. Another plane collision and Toe staying up. And Toe staying up again, man. Oh, man. I tell you, Toe has some defensive skills. So does Green Blaze. As you see, Green Blaze is staying more stable. Interference there. Green Blaze is good at that. He stays level, goes to the ground. He's able to do things like that. Outlast cars. The score now, 5-0 Pittsburgh. 76 now out there. He'll go right down. 10-0 Pittsburgh, and now it comes down to Darkwing for Dayton. And there's no interference there. Stays clean. They'll switch sides. You see Darkwing get knocked around. Green Blaze having a night to remember. He does that pretty often. He's been a CDL All-Star before. He is a, former, Crash Bowl champion. I mean, he won Crash Bowl 15 back in 2011. So, and I believe he won a couple with Los Angeles as well. So the two have to be separated there. They were stuck together, going at it again. Ooh, Darkwing hanging in there though. Good battle between Darkwing and Green Blaze here. The game on the line. Was there contact made? That one is going to be reviewed, but the call on the field is there was no contact made. It's a good flip, and the final score is 15-0 Pittsburgh, but that flip is under review to see if there was an interference. We'll get the result when we come back. Alright, the final result, I didn't see any card move, and as you can see, right about here is where we go off screen. So my conclusion, there's no really conclusive evidence, and I didn't see any cards actually get nudged or nothing. So my ruling on the field stands, and that is going to be game. 15-0 will be the final. The Pittsburgh Destroyers. Destroyers domination. They destroyed the Dayton Rebels. Shutout win. 15-0, and coming up next, the San Antonio Kings on the road to take on Marissa Fox's Roswell Aliens. Should be a great game, and it's all coming up on CDL Live. Stay tuned. Alright folks, welcome back to CDL Live. Our next game set to begin. We got the San Antonio Kings on the road to take on the Roswell Aliens. Huge Southern Division showdowns. Both these teams are definitely in the race for that division title. So let's go on ahead and see what both teams bring to the field in today's lineups.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 dream on every team to go get them some crash for wins. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest. Yeah.
Alright, here we go. Sweet 16 out there against F1 Racers. Start things off, and Sweet 16 is down. Marissa's Aliens have the lead, 5-0. So Roswell is up, and here comes RPG. Living on after wheel replacement surgery. That was a success, by the way, and look at that there. He's tied this game up at 5. And now, RPG out there against Spectite. These two going at it. This should be a good matchup. Offense versus defense, really, here. And look at RPG. He's hanging on. He's not budging. And he shows a little looseness there, but he's still going. Battling it out with the defensive Spectite. And look at that. That front wheel coming a little forward. Now Spectite kind of knocks it right back into place. He's got glue inside that front end trying to hold that axle stable, but nonetheless, it is coming a little loose. It's expected to happen. Look at that. RPG comes through. After being eliminated out of 3 games, after not getting flipped, but just losing a wheel, wow. I mean, he kind of deserves it, and he's getting it here. He's getting it and takes down Spectite. 10-5 the score. San Antonio Kings in the lead. Dragonfly comes out, though, and he'll even up the score at 10. He takes down RPG right away, and now this should be a great matchup to watch. Moto Blade Jr. out there against Dragonfly. The two go at it, and Dragonfly 2-0 off of 2 collisions, and that wing's coming off of him. It doesn't want to stay on there, it's getting loose. And now, here we go, Black Jet trying to force OT. Not going to happen. Dragonfly getting the job done, and when in doubt, let Dragonfly out. He goes 3-0, and the Roswell Aliens have the 15-10 win over the San Antonio Kings. Coming up next, Boston Vandals on the road to take on the Philadelphia Demons. Northeast Division Showdown. Big matchup on CDL Live. Stay tuned. Alright folks, welcome back to CDL Live. Our next game looks to be a good one. The Boston Vandals on the road to take on Tim Geiser's Philadelphia Demons. Let's go on ahead and get a look at the lineups for both teams.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick crash full wing from east to west. Who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest. Yeah.
Alright, here we go. Purple Indy out there starting things off against Pink Indy. A little change in lineup from Tim Geiser here. And it pays off in the beginning here. 5-0 Philly in the lead. Boston and Philly no strangers to each other this season. Boston's been kind of a pain in the butt, and there's Monkey Ball, who comes out, gets the flip on Pink Indy. This game now tied at 5. And here comes Silver Molina. Him and Monkey Ball both go down. And again, Boston being the thorn in Philly's side, really. They've hung around with them, taking Philly in the overtime. But, of course, this is a rivalry that goes back. Remember the 2010 Eastern Conference finals between these two teams. Pretty epic, actually. So, nonetheless, 10-10 the score. Vendetta, the rookie out there for Boston, up against Silver Demon. Two cars that are really good on defense. This could be very entertaining. Silver Demon's down. So the score now, 15-10 Boston in the lead. Sonic Boom now trying to force overtime. No interference called, almost was, and this game is over. 15-10 the final. It's going to be the Boston Vandals getting the win over the Philadelphia Demons. It's an upset, but really, you know what is an upset? Boston has been knocking at the door all season, and it finally pays off for them. 15-10, the Vandals get the win over the Demons. Coming up next, Indianapolis Reapers on the road take on the Chicago Wind Attack Central Division Showdown on CDL Live. You're not going to want to miss it. Stay tuned. Alright, Toy Car Demo fans, welcome back to CDL Live. Indianapolis Reapers on the road to take on Jim Hull Sr.'s Chicago Wind Attack. So, the Central Division's been back and forth, and the games have been entertaining when they play each other and unpredictable. Let's see what happens here today, but first, the lineups. Indianapolis, Chicago, see what they bring to the table.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 team on every team to go get them some crash full wing from east to west. Who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest. Yeah.
Alright, here we go. The Reapers coming out with Black Testarossa 2 out there against Inferno. And Inferno's the heavyweight there. He goes down, though, against Black Testarossa 2. 5-0 Reapers. Here comes Highlight. And he'll tie this game up immediately at 5. Highlight now up against Blue Indy. These two going at it. Highlight and Blue Indy still up. Switch sides, go at it again. And Highlight staying up, man. If you could have saw that play, I know that was off camera, but man, Highlight was down but rolled back up. And just like that, he did it again. He's like, oh, hold on, let me do it on camera so you can see. So the score, 10-5 Chicago in the lead. Here comes Gold Z28. Battling out with Highlight. You'll get a lot of defense here. No doubt about it. These two good at staying up in tight situations. No interference. They switch sides. And Highlight rolls up. And the Chicago Wind Attack have the win. 15-5. They win pretty solidly. It was a dominant game there. Chicago Wind Attack 15. Indianapolis Reapers 5. That is the final. And coming up next, more action on CDL Live. 4 games remaining. Atlanta Avengers on the road to take on the Washington Patriots. Southeast Division Showdown. Should be a great game. Stay tuned. Alright folks, welcome back to CDL Live. Our next game on tap. Matt Geiser's Atlanta Avengers on the road to take on the Washington Patriots. This should be a great game here. Battle from the Southeast Division. Let's go on ahead and get you a look at the lineups.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 team on every team to go get them some crash full wing from east to west. Who do it best? best, the CDL dog, no contest. Yeah.
Alright, here we go. Enzo 2 will start things out for Atlanta up against Landlord. Here we go. Game on, an interference call. They would have both been down. But they will get a second chance here now to stay in this game. And Landlord's down. 5-0 Avengers in the lead. And to tell you, the Southeast has been close towards the top, and Atlanta having a hell of a season so far. They've really turned things around from last year. Enzo 2 and Cockroach, they'll both go down. So the score now, 10-5, Atlanta in the lead, right where they want to be. And here comes Black Marinello out there to take on Blue 512. Two heavy cars. Oh! Some damage done. Blue 512 getting a flip on Black Marinello, and he goes splattered all over the place. He's like, wow. Just all over the place, man. He's like a redneck's diarrhea right there. So, the score now, 10-10. 10-10 between Washington and Atlanta. Here comes the defensive Octanium out there take on Blue 512. And Octanium has a good flip there. 15-10 Atlanta in the lead. And now he takes on the heavyweight Black Phantom out there to do battle with Octanium. Both these cars going at it. And Octanium is down. So Black Phantom forces OT. And he'll go head-to-head with Clown. Two experienced veterans here going at it in overtime. It's Atlanta and Washington in OT. And it's going to end in a tie. Both Clown and Black Phantom go down. And what a game we had there. 15-15, the final between the Avengers and the Patriots. Both teams walking away with 2 points today. Coming up next, the San Jose Storm on the road to take on the Los Angeles Blades. Round 3, fight. Alex Johnson versus Brandon Blackwood. Next on CDL Live. Alright folks, welcome back to CDL Live. Our next game about to take place. The San Jose Storm on the road to take on the Los Angeles Blades. Brandon Blackwood versus Alex Johnson. This should be a fun game to watch. Let's go on ahead and take a look at the lineups.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 team on every team to go get them some crash bowling. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest. Yeah.
Alright, here we go, 48 hours. Starting things off for the San Jose Storm on the road side of the field against Far Future for the Blades. And 48 hours stays up there. Hanging in there yet again, but Far Future so stable with those 4 wheels, keeping them low to the ground. I tell you, the Blades are just a tough team to beat, no doubt about it, but look at 48 hours. He's battling out here. And both him and Far Future go down. 5-5 the score. High intense, high emotions, high everything in this game. Hey, it's a 420 game day. We're on a high. Ratified out there for San Jose taking on Greelina. Should be a good showdown here. Greelina stays up. Ratified goes down. 10-5. Blades in the lead. Now Wasp out there trying to keep the Storm in the game, and he does. Greelina goes down. The score tied at 10. Wasp now out there taking on Pink Indy Jr. Should be a good collision here. Ooh, Wasp staying up. Going head-to-head here, and Wasp staying up again. That front end of Pink Indy Jr. getting under him, but this game is going into overtime. Pink Indy Jr. going down along with Wasp. And we are now in overtime. 15-15 the score, 9-17. Out there against Code Light. Code Light, good defensively, 9-17. Really the underdog here. This is like Rocky Balboa up against Apollo Creed, so to speak. Only, let's see what happens. So let's just go at it. 9-17 out there against Code Light. 9-17 staying up. Staying up yet again. Code Light and 9-17 going at it. 9-17 is down. Code Light gets the win for the Blades. 20-15. in overtime. And you gotta give credit to San Jose now taking LA in the OT twice this season. The only team the Blades have lost to is Alex Johnson's Puerto Rico's Players, so he's only beat himself as far as LA goes. Nonetheless, coming up next, Alex Johnson's other team, the Puerto Rico Playas, home against the Jacksonville Bangums. Huge divisional matchup in that Southeast Division. It's up next on CDL Live. Stay tuned. Alright, CDL fans, welcome back. CDL Live continuing. 2 games left, and this one should be a good one. Definitely main event worthy. The Jacksonville Bangums on the road, taking on the Puerto Rico Playas. Standings in the Southeast Division definitely on the line. It's close there. So let's go on ahead and get a look at the lineups for both these teams.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 dream on every team to go get them some crash bowling. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest. Yeah.
Alright, here we go. Testarossa out there battling with who to start this game off. Who and Testarossa switch sides, go at it again. Ooh. Piece comes flying off of who as Testarossa drives in and gets stuck in. They are clamped together here. They gotta be separated, go at it again. Who and Testarossa going at it. Good battle on hand between these two. The defense of who coming into effect. He's staying stable. Testarossa was staying stable, but not there. So the score, 5-0 in favor of Puerto Rico, and here comes that. Out there to battle with who. And they graze each other. And it's just enough on that collision to give Puerto Rico a 10-0 lead. Who getting it done now out there against Black Spectite. Black Spectite and who going at it. Black Spectite trying to keep Jacksonville in this game. And he does for right now. But who is staying in there? He's staying up. He's been very good this game, and he gets the shutout. 15-0. The Playas dominate the Bangums today in a shutout win. And just to think, not too long ago, I believe it went the opposite way around. Jacksonville actually beat Puerto Rico not too long ago. Or actually, no, Puerto Rico won 15-5. Can't remember. There was a game Puerto Rico had lost. It was against Jackson. Anyway, oh yeah, it was against Washington. Nonetheless, scratch everything there, but 15-0 is the final score today. Who goes 3-0, and the Playas are dominant over the Bangums. Coming up next is our main event. The New Mexico Monsters on the road to do battle with the New Orleans Gladiators. Southern Division showdown, and with the way that division is back and forth in the standings, it's a huge game for both teams. It's next on CDL Live. Alright folks, welcome back to CDL Live. Our next game on tap for you, the New Mexico Monsters on the road to take on the New Orleans Gladiators. It's our main event of this April 20th game day. Let's go on ahead and get you a little look at the lineups for our main event here.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 dream on every team to go get them some crash bowling. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest. Yeah.
Alright, here we go. Patriots starting things out for New Mexico against Golden Rat. And wow, good collision. Both cars staying up. Here's competition between these two division rivals, and Golden Rat has given New Orleans a 5-0 lead. Out comes Dragon to battle Golden Rat. And we are immediately tied at 5. Dragon now out there against Menace. Should be a good showdown. Both cars still up. Switch sides, go at it again. And Dragon has the flip on Menace. 10-5 New Mexico now in the lead, and here comes Tigre. He brings the defense to the field for New Orleans. And let's see how he does here. Ooh, staying up. I don't know if you guys can see that in your camera span or view or whatever, but good defense shown by Tigre there, and he shows it again, stays up again. Dragon goes down, and this game is tied at 10, and now here we got a battle of defense. Futurama out there for New Mexico, Tigre out there for New Orleans. Should be a good showdown between these two, and they're both down on the first collision. The two defensive specialists take each other down. We are going in overtime. Governor 2 out there for the New Mexico Monsters, taking on Yellow Vet from the New Orleans side. In OT, game on, and this one is as close as it could possibly get. It ends in a tie. 15-15 the final between the New Mexico Monsters and the New Orleans Gladiators. What a game day. What else can be said? We go on. Tomorrow's game day should be just as epic. Some great matchups across the board for tomorrow's April 21st game day. Philadelphia taking on Jacksonville. Hartford at Washington in the main event. Buffalo at Tampa Bay should be a good game. Los Angeles on the road to take on San Antonio. True test there, no doubt about it, for San Antonio. San Jose will be going up against these here New Mexico Monsters. Let's see, New Orleans and San Francisco, Indianapolis, Minnesota. There's a lot of great games coming up tomorrow, so make sure you're sticking around for it. The only two teams with the bye tomorrow are Pittsburgh and Chicago. Till then, we will see you later, and yeah, till next time. Thank you for watching CDL Live. Watch it on tomorrow's game day. So, peace.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 dream on every team to go get them some crash bowling. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest. Yeah. Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 dream on every team to go get them some crash bowling. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest. Yeah. Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 dream on every team to go get them some crash bowling. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest.